Welcome to the Adelaide Oval for another one-day international between Australia and Ireland. And this is actually a series-deciding game, which, gee, we're hopefully not going to lose a series to Ireland to begin our captaincy. We've won the toss. We're going to bowl first. We want to chase. We want to make this as greatly possible as we can for ourselves to be able to deliver, you know, the best case scenario here and the best case results here, because we know that obviously chasing is a far superior method of playing than batting first. That's a really good start here from the Irish. They've already got 56 runs of about 55 balls. So a run a ball in your opening 10, that means we're not really keeping them as quiet as we should be. We've got to find a way to stem the flow here of runs. And if we can do that, that would be absolutely terrific. Well bowled. Oh, again, that's more runs. That's 4 more. Gee, they've started well. Whipped kill. I thought you were a chance to catch that, but no. Okay, I've got to get out of the attack because already they are crushing me. He's playing scoop shots. And that's the longest boundary on the park, and he's hit it for 4. This is outrageous. The Irish side have clearly elevated their skill. I think they were actually one of the higher ranked teams, maybe, across the limited overs format. But right now they are making me look pretty second rate. Never underestimate the Irish. My first 2 overs. Oh, that's terrific. It could have easily been a stumping. I think the keeper was a little bit too slow, so we'll power through. How is that one? Bowled him! Actually, that first LBW was probably pretty close. It probably could have been given out, to be honest. But that's just an even better delivery. See you later, Mr. Young. It's 7 for 213. What a delivery that was. Oh, catch that. Almost carried. Not really. So, Australia end up rolling the Irish. And we're coming in here. Number 4, of course. High score of 116, which we set in the previous innings. And our target here is 227, which is exactly what we would love to hit. And that's much better. All the way. This is a no-nonsense innings, this one. It's see ball, hit ball. Along the ground. It hasn't necessarily been middled, but it will be going to the middle of the boundary rope. Oh, it's high. It's far. And it's 4 because it's actually 2. What happened there? In the air, that'll be more runs. And up and over already. That'll be 4 more. That'll be more runs. This innings just needs to be a boundary montage until I get out. Something a bit different. 6. Up, up, and away. Up, up, and away. Oh, yes. Another one. Oh, missed it. Just the one. Oh, that's a probable catching chance, but it's 4. And we got it fine enough. This could bring up the 50. It's a super long boundary out there. It's not going to reach. Oh, that's terrific. Absolutely terrific. 8 4s, 2 6s, 21 balls to get to 53. Pretty much a full toss. It's low, hard, and 4. Oh, it's a catching opportunity because it was in the air. And the man gets underneath it. I'm out for 57, but what a classically classy knock it was. Regardless, I'm out for 57. I feel like I've done my job. The team should go on to hopefully win it, which they do 7 down. It's a 3-wicket win. Mitch Marsh was terrific. Agar, obviously terrific, was the player of the game. My team were terrific. And we've won this ODI series against the Irish, which means we're going to go straight into some T20 action very, very soon. And if we weren't already, which I believe we were for the Irish series, we are now going to be made captain for Australia for that India one-day international series as well. So we will, of course, be taking that on. Victoria want us for the Shield as well, and they want us to captain the Shield. And the Big Bash have finally offered us a contract. I don't know whether we're actually going to play it, though, because of the test matches. It really depends when the Indian series finishes. I want to play for the Melbourne Stars as a Melbourneite myself. Let's have a look. If we do end up getting a chance to play Big Bash, it doesn't look like we will, because the Big Bash will finish during that T20 series against India. So sadly, despite being contracted for the Big Bash and never having played in the Big Bash, we are the T20 captain of Australia. Maybe next summer, when we get around to it, we just decide that we won't play some of the series, especially one day or T20 cricket. We don't want to have to play all of them. We can focus on test matches or something until World Cups start to roll around. Speaking of World Cups, they are absolutely nowhere to be seen on our selection status at all. Generally, I think if you have one coming up, it does show you that you've got one. This is the India Tour of Australia that we've got here. But Australia also could be touring India and an Ashes series, potentially the next things coming up on our list. So fingers crossed we get to be a part of all of that. So we're jumping into this 2020 series here against Ireland, where we are taking place to the SCG. And this is a bit of a nothing series for us, let's be honest. We probably didn't need to play in this series at all, because we've just sort of played. Like, it honestly feels like we're throwing our wickets away a little bit in this series, because all the prep should be towards the big series where we're just about to take on India. And I think that's exactly where our preparation should lie. There's a wide there. And so I'm only going to bat the 5 overs here, or 6 overs here max, if I do end up batting through the end of the innings. There's a big swing and a miss. There's not a lot for us to gain here, except maybe some records. We could chase some records. 8 from the over. 12 from the over, actually. And a wicket. Oh, it's a big full toss, and we put it away for 6. Catch that in the crowd. I don't know if we've even hit a 50 yet in not one day cricket, T20 cricket. But if there's full tosses like that, we'll more than happily take them on. Another full one. Same area for 6. Run rate up to 9 point. What is this bowling? Stop bowling full tosses, you goose. It's going every time. That one's another 130-metre bang. Could be another one here coming. It is. It's just full and into the slot every single time. It's 3 for 160. The rate is up to 10 and over, and I've got 36 off 10. I don't understand why these fielders don't know that I don't hit the ball to the leg side. I exclusively hit it to the offside for boundaries, because they leave open the cover gap every single time, and it is my best shot by a country mile every time. Gee, that's actually the first leg-sided shot I've played in a long time, and I've always almost hit it onto the stumps. Come back for 2. 12 balls to get to 42. And that could be out if someone picks it up. It's gone a fair distance, and it's taken, so we're out of a 13-ball 42. But that's the finisher role we were playing in the PSL. I imagine that's sort of similar to how we're going to play today. Tim David and Zampa are the ones with the wickets. Pat Cummins has them as well. I don't actually think I've looked at this T20 and made any changes to it just yet. Seems fairly similar to the one that's still going around the park at the moment. That should be a boundary. Man, the deep does nicely. Oh, catch that. There's a man there. Straight to him. We'll take it. 73 from 17. So I don't think Ireland is going to be winning this one. Ah, that looks out. That looks out. It's maybe turning too much, which I think is what the umpire's saying. But I'm going to just say, you know what? Let's try it anyway. Late in the game. How much turn do I have? Oh, it's pitched outside leg. That was absolutely plumb otherwise. Gee, that is very disappointing. I thought we were on well and truly there. That should have been another wicket. It's 6 for 132. We're going to win this game. I don't want to bowl again. So I'm your player of the game, which is terrific news. So a terrific start of this series. Australia winning it by 33 runs over the Irish. after we scored 200. I didn't quite top score, but my 42 from 13 was pretty good. Steve Smith, top scoring for Australia, and Logan Tucker doing okay as well. The only thing I think we got player of the match for was the wicket we had as well. The Stars want me to be the captain of the Big Bash. I don't think we're playing in it, but I'm more than happy to. You know where we haven't played for a while? The Gabba. And it's only now that I've probably realised that you can actually select exactly which ground you want to go and play at in these matches. So for the series that aren't like huge, I should be overriding the ground and playing them at Blunston Arena or Monaco Oval or somewhere different, so that it's not just SCG, MCG and the Adelaide Oval every time. In fact, we could create Twisty Arena and have our own home ground that we randomly play at, located somewhere in the middle of Victoria. Or we could play a T20 in Geelong. Maybe we'll play one in Geelong if we can play it at GMHBA. That'd be nice. Anyway, there's another boundary. Also, I didn't realise I didn't bat in the first innings. And we made 196. So this team's on. Absolutely on fire. Oh, it's a big full toss. He's come down the wicket. My man who was out there is not going to realise where it is. It's another boundary. Oh, that's out, I think. I think his foot is out of the crease. Yeah, gone. See ya. Bye-bye. Beautiful stumping by Inglis. It's 5 for 43. The Irish are in all sorts. They lost 3 or 4 in the power play, and it just put them immediately on the back foot. And it's going to continue. Green, Zampa, Abbott, Hazelwood, ripping through the Irish side to bowl them out for 125. Australia winning by 70 runs here at the Gabba. There's probably a reason we don't play here too much, is because we win so easily. What a great result for us. Didn't even have to bat in that one. Let's jump through to the third and final T20. Like any good side does, they absolutely dominate teams once they sort of start to get a stranglehold on them, and that's exactly what Australia has done in this T20 series. Is they've made Ireland look second rate. Which, to be fair, that's exactly what Australia should be doing. And we've got them 5 down again, but just 100 on the board after 15 overs. So certainly Ireland have been significantly below par, you would imagine, this sort of a scoreline. That has gone straight to the man in the deep. He's come down the wicket, and he's found a fielder. Terrific wickets. So hand out for 5. It's 7 for 121. Rolled them out for, I think, 120 in the last game. Can we do it again? Well, not this ball. That's ball. Oh! That's an extraordinary ball, in the sense of he's played the switch hit, it's beaten everything, and it's somehow missed going onto the stumps entirely. It's quite a bizarre little passage of play that's happening here. Another dot. Anyway, final ball of the innings. I reckon we'll get him to nick it onto the stumps. He has whipped it. He has managed to whip it, actually. That's where he's tried to hit the last 4 balls. Finally goes for 4. 143 on the board. I think surely we're going to be chasing this. And maybe, just maybe, we'll get a chance to finish the job after 9 overs. Australia absolutely fit and firing. 92 on the board from 9.5. We've got it under a run of ball for the last 10 overs. There's another boundary. 48 needed from the final 10. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, it's high. I don't know if it's got the distance on it. Yes, it does. One thing we need more of in this game is leg side power hitters. I don't think there's enough of them. Oh, that's a beautiful delivery. Because I think when you hit it to the leg side in this game, you never ever have enough power on anything. And that's why it just makes so much more sense to hit the ball over the offside, like 10 times out of 10. Like, the only time I personally feel in this game, and this is carried for a number of the games, is the only time you have more power hitting to the onside is if it's a short ball. That's the only time you can guarantee hitting a 6 to the leg side. You can't really do a slog to the mid-wicket boundary unless it's on a full toss. It just doesn't happen. That's in the air, out. Straight to the man. Australia secure yet another series. Can't see me because it's again another shield, but we run out 6 wicket winners. Again, not a huge outing from the boys, really. They're just lukewarm, as it be. But right now, we are about to head to Sydney to take on India in a 5-test saga. I'm actually going to change the order of the tests here because I'm going to go Perth first, Adelaide second, Gabba third. These tests, though, I'm going to go Gabba, Adelaide, Perth, Melbourne, Sydney. Instead of the other way around. Makes a bit more sense that way. And then we got the 3 ODIs, 3 T20s against India before a bit of time off. I don't know if we're going to play Shield. I don't know if we're going to play Club. There's going to be a lot of things that are up in the air this year as to what we actually do with our time. So make sure you're watching the next video. We're taking on India. It is the start of what will be surely an epic series. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.